What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Vaslap here. It is more FM Manager 24 Monaco Youth Challenge. Starting off season number 3. I'm feeling very optimistic for this one. I'm feeling a little bit confident. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be one of those seasons, I think. We are rebuilding as we do every season because of the regulations and restrictions that we have in the Youth Challenge. Of course, can't have anybody over the age of 21 and also cannot sign anyone that isn't French. So French 21-year-olds, we've got to win Ligue 1. We've got Paris Saint-Germain coming up in the video, as well as Nice. But we kick it all off with Metz. Let's run that intro. Well, just before we start the game, our first game of the season against Metz, Marvin de Lima decided to go get injured for 9 days, so he's going to miss the big game against PSG. That is the breaking news. That is the breaking news. All right, guys, we're back taking on Metz and PSG in these two games. Depending on how many highlights and stuff we have, we will throw in the Nice game as well. Why not? Why not? So, without further ado, let's have a quick recap of how the squad is doing. This is the first team that I sort of mapped out. Obviously, De Lima is injured, so he won't be in the first team. Good news, though, Efekele is back and 100% fit. His match sharpness is a little bit low, but I'm still going to risk him and put him into that team. New signings in Yoni Gomez is going to start. Ayman Kari and Roman Prere is going to start as well. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If I didn't, I apologize. That's the team that's basically going to start the thing. Of course, Salami will have to come in there. He's not 100% match fit, but he has to obviously then play with De Lima being injured. So that's the team that's going to start. Of course, I will update the face pack because I know Salami doesn't have one. Moka Bakila doesn't have one either. I think Dodo doesn't have one either as well, and Frugia still has a next-gen face. But I will update all of those when the time is right. I just don't have time at the moment. But that is the team that's going to start this game. In terms of transfer news, we're still waiting for Mamadou Sarr, our backup centre-back on the left-hand side. I don't see him being better than Zeze. I just don't think he's that good. I think Zeze is a much better player. Defensively, there's an argument to say Sarr is a little bit better, but you just look at the little bar graphs, you can see just technically Zeze is the better player as well as mentally and physically they're about the same. I'd put him on. I think Zeze is a better stamina, but yeah, there will be rotation. We are playing Champions League football this season. So yeah, if Sarr does come in, that's what we have. In terms of how the team is lining up in the string, we did see last season that we were looking at 10th. I don't think that has changed with the signing of Kari. I forgot his name there for a second, but he has become under our transfer activity there. I don't think he's best player. I think that still goes to Decore. We can't. No one wants to buy him, so he might just leave for free, which is really, really bad because he's worth 60 million. But anyway, yeah, so we are playing Champions League football. We are currently ranked the 10th best team. I'm hoping for a much better preseason than what we had, because let's face it, preseason, we did play big games in the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Fulham, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. We did pick up a draw against Eintracht, and we did lose to Chris, but I did play a very, very heavily young, enthused team there just to test out some players. Without further ado, let's go to the Metz game, hey? Right, like I mentioned earlier, Salimi is coming in for the injured De Lima. Morales is suspended as well, so he won't feature. A couple of guys have passed fitness tests, so they're all good. Salimi has recovered a little bit more. I did rest him for those 2 days, or the 1 day, just to hopefully bounce up. It has not a lot. And then in terms of just the substitutes, let's actually talk to the team. We got Rivera, who's going to continue in goal. Kumbendi, who's been fantastic. He's the new vice captain of the squad. Gomes and Zeze are going to start their partnership in League 1 with Kotwara on the left. Efekile is going to be the main guy on the right-hand side, with Kari playing as a deep-lying playmaker on support and Salimi on the left. Perret is going to start ahead of Babari with Benseger on the left-hand side, and Logbo going to be up front for us. Hopefully he can continue his rich goal-scoring form that he has. On the bench, could be a potential debut for Dodo, Giroud, and Traore, and Mokabalika. I think those are really good. And Lamare could also potentially get his debut if something happens to our goalkeeper, which, touch wood, I'm hoping doesn't happen. But yeah, that is the team that is going to start the game against Metz. Let's get to the game. This is our 100th game in charge of Monaco. We're taking on Metz in our first game of the season, away game to start off the season. And it starts off with a corner for them, near post, goes to the back. In the end, that is wide. Bit of a pointless highlight for me in that one. I don't know why they gave you that highlight. It wasn't even like close to goal, but they did it anyway. In terms of the team, I'm hoping for like a good result. This tactic that we used towards the end of last season did prove to be quite fruitful in terms of goals for us. So that's very, very good. If Akele now brings it forward to Perret. Perret goes to the byline, crosses down. The keeper gets touched to it. Benseger couldn't get the rebound. Zeka got the ball out and puts it on for a corner. Benseger with the corner. We have been working on our corners as well to go in for the near post. Zeze, a threat in there. Gomes, also a good threat in the air as well. That ends off with nothing really from that effort. It was our first real attempt. And here comes Benseger with another corner. Logbo this time. Just over the top there. And like I said, I've been working on the corners. I've been trying my best to get those corners to get me goals, because we've been a bit of a lack in terms of set piecing. But here comes Benseger. Perret looking for options. Goes back to Kumbedi. Cuts inside. Perret gets the shot in, and a good save from the keeper. Horkas putting in a good performance into the first half of the first half. That makes sense, yes. They've got possession again now with Horkas trying to build up from the back. They're looking for options. Osoro taking on Katara. He's got a little bit of company there as well from Delima. Doram goes for the long-range effort. Doesn't bother. Rivera's goal there wasn't even on target. They are getting a little bit more into the game, or we are a little bit getting more into the game. We've now taken a few more shots. Nothing too crazy to talk about in terms of stats. I can see it's pretty much an even set game so far. Salima not looking 100% fit. I don't really have anyone to play in that position. I suppose I can bring in Killian Dong just to fill in if need be, but we need to be doing a lot better than that. We need a little bit more potency in front of a goal at the moment. We are struggling to hit shots on target. And as the second half rolls on, not that sort of scenario has not changed. We still only have the one shot on target. We do have a corner here. Comes into Logbo again. Our aerial threat. Benseger picks up the recycled ball, finding Perret. Back to Gomes. Trying to just rebuild and get our structure back. Zeze picking up Benseger. He's got options on the far left. In Katara. He's cut through there. Beautiful little ball in. Katara goes down in the box looking for the penalty. That was suspect, Katara. That was not a penalty attempt there. I don't know what. I don't like diving. Come on, Katara. You're better than that. Now you're out of position as well. You're the captain of the squad. You've got to lead by example. They've crossed in. Rivera gets the punch in. The ball comes back in. And Gango gets the goal. Mets have taken the lead. I don't know if you can call that Rivera's error. I mean, he punched it. It was a good, solid punch to get it out of the box. I mean, the recovery header was just pinpoint, and that was really, really good. Rivera may be a bit of a poilage there, but questions have to be asked over Zeze there. He should have maybe intercepted that header. We're 1-0 down off the start of the season. Logbo hasn't been playing great. I'm going to bring on Yannick Dodo to get his debut. Salami looking very tight. Dong can come on there. Efekele also looking very, very tight. I literally have no one for Efekele. Like, we have no one who can play there. Traore, how right-footed are you? You are very right-footed. Creativity-wise, not great. Fayed, I think Fayed might be a best option to bring on for Efekele. He's not looking great. We'll bring in Fayed there. And then I'm going to keep an eye on Ben Seger for a little bit longer. And Katara. Don't have the left back on the bench. I didn't put Shabe there. Let's start with that. Let's do those two subs. Bringing on Efekele coming off and Salami coming off. We'll bring on Dong and Efekele. Dodo coming on as well as the striker. 3 subs. Hopefully that impacts the team a little bit. We're going to demand a little bit more from them. I'm going to bring on another sub. Ben Seger not performing well. We'll bring on Bubare. I'm going to try Girol. I'm going to try him, a new player. Maybe get him a debut. Maybe something can happen. Sangare looking options now. Udai, back to Sangare, who I think is actually our old player. Gango, they already scored a goal. This time it goes wide. So Rivera actually got a save there. I feel like he maybe should have held that. I don't know. I feel like he should have held that. Feli Kande with the corner. We have, in the past, conceded a lot of corners. We're going to concede another one now, thanks to Melanka. Who was that on the near post? Who was that on the near post? Fayed. Fayed. You need to communicate with your goalkeeper a little bit better. That's 2-0 down. Not an ideal start for us, guys. Not an ideal start. Is that Sangara, the former our player? It's not the same one. Okay. We did have a Sangara, I'm sure. But we are losing 2-0. We have lost 2-0. Absolutely pathetic. We were not in this game at all in the second half. They really just outshone us in that second half. A little bit annoyed. They keep a man of the match, of course. Has to be. And with that, it means we're going to a little bit of bad form going into the PSG game, which, I mean, is not ideal that we're taking on PSG right in the start. So that's something interesting to keep an eye out on for that. Ugh. So I do have the option. If I do want, I can go sort of like that and then rather play 2 centre mids with an attacking midfielder. So if we put Kari there, we could do something like that. If you think, I don't know if that would help. Better suited for our players that we actually have. I think I might try this against PSG just to see how it goes. Let me tweak it a bit. We'll come back for the PSG game. Well, ladies and gents, I have tweaked the tactic a little bit. Before we get there, we have signed a new player in Mamadou Sarr. Our backup centre-back, I think, is very, very good, and I think will provide to be quite the versatile player. If we just compare him to our other backup, you can see we desperately needed a good backup centre-back option. I don't think Nick is that bad, but I think he is a lot better in Sarr. So he will start off on the bench. In terms of how the team is going to line up, I am going to give the likes of Traore a run as a ball-winning midfielder. I think that is the role. So what I've done is I've dropped one of the attacking midfielders to midfield, and then I've brought the 2 guys up as inside forwards. It's only real changes that we have done. I'm going to keep Gomes as a ball-playing defender. I think he is suited for that position. Hopefully, this helps a little bit in terms of getting forward, getting goals, getting chances, getting things done. Morales is fit enough to play. He did pick up a minor injury, so he will start off on the bench in place of Girnou. We've got, like I said, we've got quite a lot of attacking midfielders. In fact, Morales can also play an attacking midfield position, which is nice. Also on the right-hand side, Dong can play there as well. Perret can play there. In the midfield, Fayed can play there with Babare, can also play in that center midfield position. We do have a lot of options on the bench. In fact, we also have the likes of Giroud, who I'm dropping for this game. Not because... Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring him on instead of Morales. Morales isn't 100% fit. We'll bring on Giroud there just to balance that out a little bit. But that is the team that's going to start. Same team that started the game, just with only changes. Toure coming in to replace Perret in the attacking midfield position. Perret is also apparently a very good striker. And I had a look at this. Could potentially play him as the striker instead of Dodo, who is still developing. He is still young. He's 18, but I do rate Yannick Dodo quite a bit. But let's get into the game, taking on Paris Saint-Germain in our first home game of the season. Well, our 100th game was marked with a loss. Maybe 101 will be a little better. I'm not hoping for much in this game, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It'll be interesting. I mean, when you have the likes of, in your defense, Nuno Mendes, Hernandez, Skriniar, Marquinhos, Ugarte playing the DM role, Javi Guerrera and Zaire in the midfield, Asenio, Mbappe, Colomwani up front. You look at their bench, the likes of Danilo, Barcola, Vale, Simmons, Vitinha, Kimpembe, Gonçalo Ramos. Let's go for the game though. I think we got a good chance to maybe cause an upset. Hopefully we can. New tactic, maybe not the smartest decision to try the new tactic against Paris Saint-Germain. But I'm willing to let this go and see how they do in terms of just, holding the possession a little bit better, maybe creating more chances, because I think that was a big risk in the last game, is we just didn't create enough. And I feel like we need to create more chances than what we did against Metz. And at the moment, we've had one shot on target already. So, a lot more than we had against Metz early on. So that's good. Again, it is PSG. So, like I said, I'm not reading too much into this one. I'm going to try the same tactic against Nice as well in the third game of the video. But Mendes now has position. Kumbedi rather. Takes him off there. Javi Guerrero goes for the chance, hits the bar. We clear our lines only as far as Hernandez, and that's where it's going to end. Yeah, that was close. That was close. I'm not going to lie. That was very, very close. Yeah, I was also thinking maybe putting Kari instead of a deep-lying playmaker as Mazzala, but that tends to get too forward too much and then leaves a little bit of gap in the midfield. But here comes Salami now. Our first real attempt. Efekele onto the far post, looking for options. Goes back to Kimbende. Kari has possession now. Picks up Kataro. Has scored from those positions before. Can't get past the defender. Kari now looking for options. Kataro was out of position there. He's back in it now. He's got Kari in front of him. Not opting for it. Goes slow to Salami. Crosses in Logbo. Logbo's got to be hitting he's got to be hitting the net for that one. He's got to be hitting the target. At least make Donnarumma work a little bit with that type of shot. You had literally one-on-one with the goalkeeper and you just blasted past to nowhere. Kari looking for options. Yeah, here comes Salami again. Now Katari working well on this left-hand side. Low cross in from Katara. Salami going in. Hits the crossbar. That was interesting. That was good. That was good. Asenio looking for the corner to Mbappe. Cuts inside. Hits the bar. We're clear lines again. We are skinning it, guys. I just want to do one little tactical switch here. I've got low crossing on, and I want to change that to just a mixed cross, because Logbo is actually good in the air, and so is actually Ben Seguir. I feel like it's something that is going to be useful. The low cross, it seems like the defense is quite good on it. I know Marquinhos is really good in the air for them, so I'm hoping maybe the mixed will get them sort of out of sync a little bit. That was an amazing ball from Donnarumma. Almost picked up Colomwani there. Traore looking for Gomez. Kumbedi. Back to Gomez. Traore. Kari. Good ball into Efekele. Loses out though. His first touch was poor. Colomwani coming through now. Javi Guerrero. Here comes Mbappe. Here comes Colomwani through and that was close. We're getting lucky, guys. We're getting lucky. I don't want to curse anything, but it's halftime. We're not in the game at all. PSG should have taken their chances. We should have taken ours. Logbo had a golden opportunity to take the lead there, really against the run of play, and he didn't do it. We got to ask, here comes Mbappe again. They've done that move a few times. This time hits the bar. We get the counter-attack now. Salami coming through. PSG are just so quick in defense, and they're just back to their structure. That'll be the end of that highlight. But there is some life in this tactic, I think. There is a little bit of hope in this tactic. The fact that it's only 61 minutes and we're still 0-0, and they've got a corner. They're doing the same move this time, and Sensio takes the opportunity. Mbappe's been trying that the whole game, and Sensio finally does it. It's a good little corner tactic, isn't it? No one's marking him out there. You don't expect anyone to mark him out there. And a good little finish. It was inevitable, wasn't it? It was inevitable. I'm going to make some swaps, though. Logbo not having a great game. I'm going to try Perret up front. Fekele not great as well. He's looking a little bit hurt for wear. I'm going to bring Kylian Dong. He can play on that right-hand side as well. Elsewhere, Salami not having a great game either. Barre can play on that left flank, so we'll do that. Let's see if that sparks anything in the team. They've got to throw in. Sensio, Zara Emery cuts inside. Colomane can't get the shot off. Mbappe gets the rebound. Caviguera looking for options here. They're rebuilding. That's going to be the end of that. They do get a throw-in as well, though. They literally are all over us, aren't they? You got to talk about that Logbo effort, though. You really do. Colomane takes the chance. There you go. Good goal from Randall. That was... that's just pure class in the end. You give him an option like that. Look at this. I want to actually just pause it here because I want to show... When Marquinhos gets the ball there, this man, Kari, is completely out of place. Moane's got his man mark there, but look how the Zaire is coming through. Qatar's not even paying attention. Look at the ball, straight through there. Moane picks him. Qatar just stopped running. That was just shocking defense. Shocking defense from Qatar there. He's not having a best of games, is he, the last two? He has been a little bit questionable. I'll make another swap here. Mbedi's looking very tired. We'll bring on Sabang. Do I have one more swap? I've done 4. I've got 5. We'll bring on Ben. You know what? Actually, let's bring on Dodo. And then we'll just swap Dodo and Perret around. Let's see if that helps. Let's see if that helps a little bit. In terms of the tactic, though, I must say, I'm actually a little bit more impressed than I was with the previous one. Especially in this game. I know we're losing more than what we lost in the Mets game, but this is PSG. But in terms of just getting forward, and if we can just play passes properly and not give the ball away like Bubarde did there, then maybe there's some hope. There's some hope. Zeze, Kari loses out again. Silly dispossession. They've got the counter-attack now. They're pressing forward. A beautiful little back pass there. Marquinhos moving forward. Asenio looking for opportunity. That's going to be Moane's last appearance. Ramos is coming on. Simmons has also come on. I didn't actually see Simmons come on there. Danilo's coming in as well. We've got the corner. Dong. I've been hyping up the corners in the previous one. We still haven't scored one. Perret, though. What a finish. What a finish. For his first goal in Monaco colours. What a finish this was. Look at this. They try to clear it. Zeze had opportunity. Dong picks him up. Dodo laid it off to Perret. What a finish. What a move from Dodo. What a vision from the youngster to pick up Perret in that position as well. That was absolutely tastic. I'll take that. 2-1. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Let's got one more game for this video. Let's take on Nice. But 2 losses in a row, not the best way to start Ligue 1, is it? We've got Nice coming up. Nice, how have they done so far? They've done so far. They won their first game. They haven't played their second game yet. They beat Nantes 3-0. Hopefully they can lose to Stade Reims, and they get a bit of... They've got to play Herberdine in between, so maybe they're a little bit of fatigue. Let's hope. Right, ladies and gents, we're back for the game against Nice. I have changed a little bit of the squad. Nothing too exciting. The only swap is that Perret is coming out. Logbo is coming out. Perret is coming into that position. And then also De Lima is coming back into the squad to replace Salemi. Logbo and Dodo are both going to be on the bench together. A bit of an interesting one. I'm going to try both of them. I kind of want to give Dodo as much opportunities as possible. So I am going to try and maybe see how the game goes. If we need a goal, then I'll bring on Logbo. If we don't need a goal, then we can always bring on Dodo if Perret is not looking great. Either or, he's our top goal scorer at the moment because he's the only one who has scored, so he'll get that touch. Traore, I was kind of happy with his first game in the team against PSG, so he will keep that position, keeping Fayed out of the squad. Who the Fayed is very good. So there is that option of maybe bringing Fayed and play Fayed and Kari together. Could be an opportunity, but I want to give Traore one more opportunity in that position, see how he grows in there. Ben Segur also needs to improve a little bit. He hasn't played well, but I can say the same for most of the team. We're taking on Nice. They're sitting currently in Ligue 1. Where are they? 8th in Ligue 1 at the moment. So they're not doing too bad at the moment. They do have some really good players in Tobido, a great centre-back there, key player as well. They've got a good team. Let's take them on. The game is underway in the Allianz Riviera in Nice, France. They've got the first hunter through a goal kick from Bolka. Although these always tend to have turnover, or not when they do that. That's a one-on-one opportunity. If he scored that, Kumbedi did very well to recover from that, but that was some shocking defending from Zeze. Kari has possession now. Here comes Efekele running down the wing. We do have an opportunity here. There is some balls. I forgot to change the crosses, but I'm going to keep it on low cross for now. De Lima looking for options. Goes back to Katara. Back into the box. Can't seem to go there. Have the breakaway. Did we play better when I changed it to mixed cross? I don't think we did. I'm going to keep it on low cross. Perret isn't great in the air if we look. Romain Perret, he's not really, what is his jumping reach is 9. His headering, if I can find it, is 10. So it's not absolutely fantastic. But I feel like low crosses might benefit Perret a little bit better than Logbo. So hopefully that does the trick. So far, not a lot of action in this half. We're 33 minutes in. We haven't really seen anything great except for Nice's one opportunity that they squandered. Perret goes deep to pick that up. Gomes has the ball now. Looking for Traore. Picks up Efekele. Good little cut inside from Efekele. Couldn't get the next touch. Spencer hits the shot from distance. And it hits the crossbar. And Bolka got very lucky. It didn't ricochet off him into the back of the net. That's a good opportunity, though. We need more of that. Definitely need more of that. In terms of just the possession, it's been pretty much 50-50. In terms of stats, rather. Possession, we've had more of the ball, but we're not doing much with the ball, which is the problem. I'm a little bit upset, guys. I'm expecting a lot better things from this team, and we're not producing those better things. They've got a corner right in the beginning of the second half. It's good clearance from Zeze. Gusan picks it up, and they're going back into the ball. Duop, I think, was offside there. I think he was offside. If he wasn't, that was a very good finish. I didn't see the linesman raise his flag. It is going to count. It is a goal. That was tight, wasn't it? A good little pass there. I feel like he was offside. I feel like he came in from an offside position. We're going to get the lines. We'll get the lines. We will get the lines. Let's have a look here. Is he? Oh, he's just onside there. Katara was playing him onside. The captain. That was good finish. Good finish from Diop. Not ideal for us. We are struggling. We are very much struggling at the moment. We're not creating anything, which is also a bit of a concern. 60 minutes in and we haven't done anything. Do we resort to this tactic, maybe? has proven to be a good goal scorer for us. We do have the personnel to sort of do this tactic. We swap those two around. I'm going to try this. I know it's a bit of a risk. We're going to bring in Logbo, though. Brett not having a great. Ben Seguer also not having a great game. We'll bring on Bubare. I'm going to try this, guys. I'm going to try Delima playing a little bit deeper. We need to try something. We're not creating anything with that other tactic. It's just tried and tested tactic. Maybe this does something for us. Maybe it helps a little bit. Is it a bit too late? Not doing much at the moment. I'm going to bring on Miralles in the left inverted wing there. Traore come off for Fayed. We'll bring on Fayed there. Done all my swaps. I've done everything I can do. I'm throwing everything at Nice at the moment. They've got possession from the highlight. Adil picks it up. Good tackle from Miralles there. I think it was actually Fayed that did that. That was a bad tackle from Katara, though. And that could be a red. That is a red. I suppose that'll be the only sort of tactic we have. Oh, that's really gut-wrenching, isn't it? I'm going to risk Fakela coming off. I've got an idea. I need a left back. So Sar will come in at left back. And then up Fayed will swap with Bubare. Something like that, maybe? Is that smart? How's Bubare at the left mid position? We'll go with that. We'll go with Fayed playing there. Kari there. Let's see if that works. 10 men now. We are not looking good. This is not the start I wanted for the new season. We're going to have 3 losses and looking in complete shambles. And I don't want to... It's not complete shambles. We're just not doing well. We're not doing well. We're not shambles. We're just not doing well. Ugh, that's another loss. That's another loss. And a red card as well. Fierce rivals, Nice. We're not doing well, guys. No points on the board yet. And there's still a lot of football left. Ugh. In terms of when we're coming back, I'm going to play a lot of football off camera, I think. We'll come back. We'll try and sort out this thing. Maybe come back for these 3 games in October. Lorient, Auxerre, and Lyon. I think those could be interesting games going forward. But that's what we're going to do. We'll come back for those 3 games. Oy vey. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for you. The optimism that I had at the start of the video quickly disappeared. It disintegrated. Gone. Gone. That's all I can say. Just gone. It's going to be a long season. If you like what you've seen, hit the comments. Tell me what you think I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you think I'm doing right. Is there a player that I'm not using correctly? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you smash the thumbs up as well. It really does help the algorithms. Hopefully it gets into your algorithms and you can see more Football Manager content, which I appreciate. Thank you very much, guys, for joining in on the journey so far. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace and chicken grease.